Hi, I'm Charles Cadell and welcome to K12Press. Today we're going to do an online tutorial about, well, how to update your WordPress menus. This is actually some of the more confusing things that I find that people have trouble with. And that's because everything is housed within posts and pages and on your Divi Builder except for your menus. Your menus have their own place they live within WordPress. So we're going to go through and we're going to take a look at the XYZ Academy, one of these sub pages where we have, you have your header image, well, you have images in the menu, but you have your header menu up here. You have another menu here. You also have a menu on the sub page and down the side. And right now I'm in the Visual Builder because I want you to be able to see something. So we're using a module here where you have menus, and you basically set up this menu and you select the menu that you want to use. Now we have a few different menus in here, but we're going to select the finance menu, and that's going to display these buttons for everything inside the finance menu. Nowhere on this menu or module for this menu do you actually go in and change the buttons or add menu items or anything like that. That actually happens in a separate place. So we're going to take a quick spin and tour around where to find that on your website, and we're going to go take a look at getting it updated for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to hover over your website name up here in the top corner, top left corner of your admin bar, and you'll see menus. In this menu section is where I'm going to discard and exit. In this menu section is where all the structures for the different menus are. So some of your district websites are going to have, close to 100 or more menus. It's a very nice way to be able to organize them all, but if you don't know where to look and you're looking on the module on the page to update menus, you're going to be lost. So you go to the menu section of WordPress and you select the menu that you want to edit. It's preloaded, since I was playing with this earlier, XYZ Finance menu, and that's actually where we want to go. But you would select your menu from here and you can just click select. So we can go take a look at the header menu. Click select and it will list out all the information, the header menu. Now, this is one that actually uses images, and that's not a default feature within WordPress. We actually have to use a plugin if you want to bring in images. Now, I use the menu image plugin over here. That's actually a plugin that's found in our K12Press plugin library. It's a free plugin. You drop that in and then you're able to actually go through and add menu images to everything. That way you see those images and icons. You can, say whether or not you want it floating above the text, or if you just want the image and no text, you can change it to buttons. There's all kinds of great things you can do with that, but it's not just a feature that's available on WordPress. You do have to have a plugin. But for the majority of the menus that you're working with, they're not going to need images. You're just going to be working on something like the XYZ Finance menu here, to where you're just listing out pages. Now, for the sake of this demo, we have a bunch of custom links, and you can tell each one of these is the actual menu item on that menu list. Payroll cycles was the one that we're looking at, and that's a draft Divi page. You can see here. The rest of these are just placeholder links. Placeholder links I just create when I'm building out a design and I know what pages are coming, but I haven't developed those pages yet. Well, I go down here and I select custom links, and I just put a simple hashtag, and I drop in just some information. Bids. We're just going to drop that in there. Now that's more of a purchasing thing, but as you click add to menu, it adds it to the bottom. You can drag this wherever you need to drag it on the page. And if you can see when you're dragging it, it kind of outlines in a little dotted or dashed line border where that's going to go. Well, you notice you can put it here to where it's on the same parent line. But if you needed sub menu items, things that come down from a drop down or out to the side, fly out from your menu, well, you can actually set up a parent-child relationship by dragging that menu item over underneath the parent menu item, and you'll see that it kind of drops down. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to edit this. You can just click on the little arrow to expand it, and I'm going to call this payroll. Alright, looks good. I'm going to now drag this to where it's over here on the side, but we're going to then drag these other payroll pages, calendars, the payroll cycle, to be a drop down under payroll. So these are now children. You can have grandchildren even, but you have to make sure that your menus are styled to be able to handle grandchildren. But most of you will have a parent main level menu item and then maybe a child underneath it that comes in that drop down or that fly out. When you're adding these images, or not these images, when you're adding these menu items, you can drag over what you need. Now, I showed you how to do custom links. If this is an off-site link or you're needing to link to somewhere that's third-party, you'd enter in that URL here and you'd link the text. But a lot of you will be able to find the menu items that you need over here in the pages area. You can actually just select the pages that you need here. You can view all the different pages within there. You can search for a particular page. As you create new pages, they are actually sorted out to the top on the most recent. And you just check that and click add to menu, and all that's going to do is make it to where when you have a page and it updates the name or something of that page, or you want to update, it'll automatically dynamically change that in the menu as well, so you don't have to go update menus. Useful if you can do any of these dynamic things with these pages and posts, events, categories, things like that. Do them. Otherwise, you can use the custom link to be able to paste in any URL you need to and provide a link for that. Again, whenever you select the check mark, it drops it right over here to the side and you click Save Menu. Now we have this menu saved. We can go in and take a look real quick at the other page, and this is where it shows. Now, this needs some styling. We can go in and do some styling here for the flyouts on this sub menu. And in order to do that, we just enter into the Enable Visual Builder, and this is where you do define the things for the menu. You define the styles. And you can go into that one module and you can change things. Now, there's a trick you need to know, and this is an important thing. You see how these menu items are vertically stacked? Well, by default, the menu will be horizontally stacked, like we see here in the header. In order to horizontally stack, now there's a plugin that's available to be able to have this as a setting within your Divi module, but it's not a basic Divi module setting. Or you can drop in some shortcode, or at least a CSS class. And inside your menu, you see how I have the ET-Vert menu here. I drop in that class, and because I have the K12Press child theme installed, it already has the code in to make sure that those are vertically stacked. So if we want a vertically stacked menu, you don't have to do this for the horizontal menus. But if you want a vertical stacked menu, you have to select and enter in ET-VERT-MENU right there in your class, and as long as you have the K12Press theme installed, then you have access to that. If you want the plugin, then you just have to upgrade your K12Press plugin library to the premium features, because that's one of the plugins that's included in there. At any rate, so we're going to go over here to the design of this, and we're going to say, hey, we want to go and change the menu colors. Well, I want to keep consistent with the other menu, so I'm going to have that. Menu line will keep white. Drop down menu text, white. Active link color, well, we use kind of this orange for the active link. Mobile background color, you know, I'm going to keep it at the default because I haven't tested for mobile on this, and I want to go take a look and see what's default first before I go make changes. At any rate, we're going to go ahead and click save here, and then we'll go and test it out and take a look, and there we go. We have our sub-menu flyout with the payroll calendar and payroll cycles with the active page in that red or orange that we have here showing where we're at. I hope this helps. Menus are a little bit tricky because they're housed in a different spot, so I often have people forget, oh yeah, that's how you edit that. You have to go over there. Once you get used to going there, well then it's second nature. You go there all the time and you don't think about it. Check out the other tutorials on the menu image plugin and see if you can't get in there and start updating menus as needed. Try to keep it dynamic. You know, the thing is you don't want to have to do a whole lot of rework here. So think of ways that you can reuse existing pages in order to update the page link, and it'd be dynamic throughout the website on all the navigation. But as always, like and subscribe if you're working on a project for your school's district or campus website and you're using WordPress and you need some help, because there's a wealth of information here. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.